Okay, so in messing around with the Wave XLR Mark II, one thing I was very curious about is, can the voice tune, just completely by itself, be an all-in-one like processing suite? Because that's what I feel like it is. It's like it's compression, it's equalization, it's saturation. It's like just the voice tune and the expander. Maybe all you need. And then also low cut filter if you've got a higher pitched voice and you want to just get rid of all the frequencies below, you know, the 100 hertz, 80 hertz, whatever this one is. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Doesn't say. But yeah, turn off if you want to do it. Yeah, exactly. If you have a high pitched voice in mind. And okay, the best test is record yourself with this and without this on, and if it's no difference, leave it on. If it is a difference, turn it off. Unless you like the difference. Anyway, this is not what the video is about. But I was curious, like, what if I'll just turn off the expander as well, just so the only thing is the voice tune. And I guess the clip guard, but leave that on. Why would you turn it off? You know? Why would you want your voice to clip? Right, and I'm just going to test it out with all my different microphones and just see how it sounds. So right now I'm using my DPA 2017. This is my main microphone. And now this is the microphone completely raw. Just with these things turned on. If I turn off clip guard, that doesn't change anything in the thing. So yeah, all this turned on, 27 dB of gain, and yeah, no effects. And then back with the voice tune, so let me know what the difference is. And now let's switch over to another microphone. Alright, now I am on the Ultimate Cheapy mic, so this is the Behringer XM8500, and this is what it sounds like with my voice going through it. Gain is set to 44 dB. I'm just using this auto adjust gain feature where I'm speaking into the microphone and saying the phrase, and then it sets the gain for me. And now enabling the voice tune to get in that saturation, compression, and processing to hear how that sounds and what difference that's making. Cool. And now on the Shure SM58 microphone without the voice tune, and now with the voice tune. So, how does the Shure sound with the voice tune? And those are two examples of low-end dynamic microphone and I guess mid-range dynamic microphone. And there you go. And now with the good old blue Ember microphone, a fantastic budget microphone. I don't know if they discontinued this. They were really cheap about a year ago, and I think that may be a sign of being discontinued. But great budget microphone, and this is what it sounds like raw. And now this is what it sounds like with the voice tune enabled. Here we go. Which does it sound like? How does it sound like? Hope it sounds good. And let's hear the next microphone. And now the Rode NT1. This is the 4th gen. I don't know if they still sell these ones anymore. There's a 5th gen which apparently doesn't sound as good, or it just sounds different. I'm not too sure. Anyway, this is how the microphone sounds like raw. And this other microphone sounds like with a voice tune enabled. So, let's hear how this sounds and then move on to the next one. And now we have the Sony C80 microphone, a nice fun sounding, very bright electronic sounding microphone. And this is how it sounds like with nothing applied whatsoever. And now this is how the microphone sounds like with a full-on voice tune. I should be using headphones for this. I can't hear how they sound whatsoever. And I'm just going off predictions. And I'll be watching the video back afterwards. But hey, here's a fun little test on, can voice tune make any microphone sound amazing? Alright, next microphone. And now we've got the Lewitt LCT540 Sub-Zero, a nice microphone that sounds very nice for my voice. It takes out the muddy frequencies, it adds some articulation, great microphone. Now let's see what the voice tune has in store for it. And now the voice tune is enabled. Lewitt LCT540 Sub-Zero with the voice tune. Add some compression, subtle harmonics, equalization, whatever it's doing. But hey, voice tune on the Lewitt LCT540 Sub-Zero. And finally back on the DPA 2017 microphone. And there you go, this is the Wave XLR Mark II's voice tune feature, explored across microphones in loads of different price points, like the Behringer one was like £15, the Shure SM58 and Blue Ember £99, the Rode is like £150, 200-ish, The LCD 540 Sub-Zero is like 500-ish. The Sony is 300-ish. Yeah, and then this one is like 800. So there you go. That's like the Elgato's voice tune feature across loads of different microphones. You know, I've always wanted like an all-in-one like processing button. Like, I know I can get some really good results with messing around with compression and equalization, but the idea of just like an all-in-one, press it and you sound good, that just, it really appeals to me. Like right now I don't have to mess around with the gain. I can whisper, I can be quiet, I can be loud and projected. And like the kind of, everything just kind of works. It's just like, it just works. It's just really cool. So right, hope you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you guys out. See you all later and goodbye.